Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here, and in today's video we are going to talk about when to compromise and when to draw the line when trying to settle your injury case, right? So, had a conversation with a very nice person who had an injury case, and they worked on it, themselves. They kept in touch with the insurance company, they did all the stuff that they were supposed to do or they thought they were supposed to do or that the insurance company asked them to do, and they got a number. So they called me up and said, "Hey, what do you think about the number? Is this a lowball number? It seems low to me. Should I just hire you to get a better number, or should I stick to my guns and fight with them?" So um, really what it comes down to be honest with you, is the level of knowledge about the business, right? I always tell people, like, I have technical skill. Like, I know how to examine a witness in front of a jury and give an open statement, pick a jury, give a closing argument, answer discovery. I know all these detailed rules about procedure in the state of Illinois, but really, the most valuable thing you're hiring me for is my knowledge about what the cases go for, how to analyze the strengths and the weaknesses of the cases, and how to fix them, right? I would say, a lot of times I talk to people who tell me things about the case and they don't even realize what a weakness the fact they told me is, right? Like gaps in treatment, or ignoring the doctor's advice because they didn't feel comfortable, or whatever it is, not taking off time from work despite the fact that they have a physical job and they're complaining of 6, 7, 8 out of 10 pain while they're doing their job. All of this stuff based on, like 25 years, more than 25 years of experience now. I know how it's going to play in front of a jury. I know how the insurance company is going to analyze it and decide what to do with it. And I know how to fix a lot of the problems, right? Um, so many problems with an injury case that limit the value or make it a case that an insurance company adjuster isn't going to want to make any offer at all on. So much of it comes down to identifying the problems ahead of time and then accounting for them. Having a true explanation for why things are the way they are. Because listen, when we walk into a courtroom with a judge and a jury, all they know about you is that you're an injured person and that you will probably exaggerate to try and get more money. And all they know about me is that I am such a good exaggerator in their mind that I do it for a living. I'm such a good liar, I'm such a good bullshitter, that I do it for a living and I make a lot of money being dishonest. Well, they got that one wrong. I'm a very honest guy, and I only like to represent clients who are very honest. But that's what they think about us when we come into the jury room and we present our case in front of a judge and jury. So when we do that, and there are any facts which suggest that you weren't really hurt as bad as you claim, or you weren't hurt at all, or that the pain isn't as bad as you claim, and any of this other stuff, because they have that preconceived notion that you're there to lie for money and I'm a professional liar for money, even if it's completely untrue, because they believe that about the injury system, any fact that they get that they can interpret as that's fishy, this person really wasn't hurt, they're going to interpret that way. And listen, I'm going to tell you, if any part of your case sounds like BS to the jury, it's entirely possible you get zero. And that's just the way it is. And that's why I analyze the cases for weaknesses and try and figure out, what the problems are and how we fix them. Fixing problems. I don't know that I've ever represented anybody in an injury case that didn't have problems or challenges, right? But, anyway, I'm very good at it at this point. I can't, I don't walk on water. I'm a normal person and I do the best I can on these cases for injured people. But if your case is really challenging, there's really not that much anyone can do about it. But I will say this, I've represented a lot of people who had a lawyer who dropped the case because there was zero offer and they didn't know what to do. And I've represented a lot of people who handled the case themselves who got a crappy offer or no offer at all. And the light bulb went on and they realized that there probably wasn't an offer forthcoming and they were just being led down the primrose path, right? So back to what we were talking about at the beginning. I spoke with this person and it literally was a situation where they thought they were doing everything right. They thought they were complying with the insurance company and would be treated fairly. But here's what you have to know, and you probably already suspect it, but it's really true. The insurance company is not there to discover true facts unless those true facts hurt your case. If the true facts are that you were very severely hurt and you had a lot of pain and you needed the medical care, they will attempt to uncover facts to challenge those, even if they know it's true. So, this idea that the insurance company and their lawyers are on this neutral fact finding mission is complete BS. They are doing what their corporate masters tell them to do, which is defeat your claims so the insurance company pays no money or they pay as little money as possible. And so that's what I talked to this person who called me about their injury case. If you've had a consultation with me, then I don't twist anybody's arm to hire me, even if it's a really good case. The relationship between the lawyer and the client is very important. I'll be honest with you. I've told a lot of people with really good cases, you think about it. You don't seem like you want to sign up. Think about it. Call me back if you have any questions. I'm happy to talk to you, but I'm not going to twist your arm to hire you, to get you to hire me. And then what happens is they end up hiring some dude who gives them the standard semi-shady personal injury lawyer answer. Oh, it's $1 million case. We're going to get you so much money. It's a slam dunk. 3 months goes by, 6 months goes by. They're calling me back and saying, as soon as I sign the contract, this guy won't call me back now. Literally, I've talked to his secretary once. I leave voicemails. Nobody calls me back. They won't tell me what's going on. Right. It's because there is a tremendous prevalence of salesmanship in this business. And so, a unique value that I offer to people is that I'm actually an injury attorney. I'm not some dude from California or Vegas or Florida who looks good on a billboard and is in funny TV commercials, who has never been to court, has never tried a case, has never picked a jury, doesn't get on the phone and fight with insurance company adjusters on cases. I do this stuff and I provide this information to help people. And obviously, my preference is that I get hired, but I'm not twisting anybody's arm. And I'm also not going to lie to anybody at any point. Not the beginning of the case, not the middle of the case, not the end of the case. You're always going to get straight shot from me. And it's always funny to me that people like will often hire guys who are kind of full of it. And you got to realize those guys are going to have access to your money. Do you want the guy who's willing to BS and play fast and loose with the rules to handle your case and handle your money and decide how much money you get and how much money they keep? I mean, if I was in an injured person's shoes, I don't think I'd want to do that. But anyway, listen, it's all a process. I don't twist anybody's arm. I'll tell you this, I don't ever have clients after the fact suggest that I'm dishonest or that, you know, I do get, I actually had a lady, I sent her a holiday card, a Christmas card, and she left me a very angry email for two reasons. The first reason was uh, I was still sending her the card under her married name. although she never called me to tell me that she wants to get her card under her maiden name. But she was very mad that she was getting my Christmas card from me in the mail under her married name. And then she says that she called me, her and her mother called me a couple of times, and then no one ever called her back. Now, listen, is that possible? It's entirely possible. Like any other lawyer, there are periods of time where if I'm like getting a case ready for trial or mediation or arbitration, or I've got some heavy depositions coming up on a complex case, I will fall down on the job on callbacks. But, I have employees in my firm whose only job is to cover the fact that I can't always call people back right away. And, the other thing is I have electronic phone records. So I know who calls me and who doesn't. And I can search by name and phone number and year and date and month. And I don't have any record of this lady and her mom calling me. And I'm wondering if she had me mixed up with someone else or was calling the wrong phone number. But um, anyway, bottom line is she didn't want to be on my mailing list anymore. She didn't want a Merry Christmas card from me anymore. And that makes me sad. I try hard to be cool with people and provide good information for injured people, but can't please all the people all the time. I just thought it was funny that my free Merry Christmas card to her inspired such a mean voicemail. Man, so mean. She was so offended. Um, anyway, I digress. Uh, Reader's Digest is I often can look into your situation and tell you whether it makes sense to get a lawyer involved or not. Like I represented a guy in a case years ago, and he had a new work injury case, and he called me up and he said, I'm at a new place and they treat me really good here. And I got hurt. I reported it. They were super nice. They told me, we want you back as soon as possible, but take as much time as you want. And he was in the hospital, and they actually sent him candy and flowers while he was in the hospital. And as soon as he got out of the hospital and got cleared to work, he went back to work. He was right as rain after his surgery. And they were nice to him, and they told him, look, if you need some time off to rest or you don't want to work overtime, that's okay. And, then he was back at work for 3 months without a single problem. And the insurance company called him up. It was either his insurance or the HR department called him up and made him an offer. So he called me up and he's like, hey, maybe I want to hire you for this case. And I told him, John, the offer that they're making you is like full value. And they're treating you like a prince. Don't hire a lawyer. Take the offer, spend the money, and I don't care. Uh, you know, there's plenty of people who are getting worked over or who do need somebody to help manage them. Like the earlier you hire me in the injury process, the more I can bring my knowledge and experience to bear to make sure your case is smooth sailing for you and no problems, right? If you hire me right at the end of the case and there are problems and you're fighting and all this, it's like coming in at the end of a chess game. If you hire me at the beginning of the game to play chess for you, I can get you a way better outcome. But if you hire me way at the end, where your queen is cornered and you lost all your pieces, there's not that many moves left to make. Might not be able to win the game for you. So that's why I tell people hire an injury lawyer early on, or at least consult with one, and they can point you in the right direction if you're not ready to hire one. So anyway, I mean that's what I told this person. I'm like, listen, I do need to look at your medical records and I need to make sure that the things you're telling me, your understanding of what's going on is actually the truth. But, based on what you're telling me, it sounds to me like your settlement offer is $25,000 light. And they had told this person that that was their final offer. And I'm like, well, we'll see about that. So they ended up hiring me and I'm working on the case now. Really nice person. And I feel like 90% confident that I'm going to be able to put $20,000 more in this person's pocket because the steps that the insurance company was asking them to take were all for the insurance company's benefit, not for the injured person's benefit. And that's how they operate. So anyway, hope this information helps you. Hope you enjoyed the video. If there's anything I can do for you, or if you or anyone you know needs an injury lawyer, I'd sure appreciate it if you sent them my way. Super easy to do. You can have your friend or family or loved one call me anytime, night or day, 312 500 4500. Again, that's 312 500 4500. That is an exclusive phone number just for injured people to call if they need a consultation and might want to hire a lawyer. Okay? But what if you're not ready to hire a lawyer? That's cool. I have you covered. I built two amazing tools that answer the most common questions injured people have. First, do I have a good case or do I have a case with challenges? And the second question is, what is my case worth? So I created the good case calculator, tells you whether you might have a good case or a case with some challenges. And also the case cash calculator tells you what the settlement value of your case might be. Now, these are not generic tools. These are hand built by me using my 25 years of experience. The cool part of it is you answer about 7 multiple choice questions off the top of your head. You don't have to go research or look at paperwork. Off the top of your head, 7 multiple choice questions in 15 seconds flat. You get custom information about your injury situation for free, no obligation, no lawyer to talk to. They're free tools on my website, links in the description for both the Case Cash Calculator and the Good Case Calculator, completely free, and I built them to help injured people. If you have other questions, I have over 300 explaining videos that explain every aspect of the injury system. They are on my YouTube channel for free for you to search. There's a search feature on the YouTube page. And if there's a question that you have that isn't answered, please leave your question in the comments below and mention that you'd like a video on it, and I'll shoot you a video on your particular injury case situation, okay? Finally, please like and subscribe to the video. If you like the video, it signals to YouTube that you thought it was helpful and it might help other people. When you click like or you subscribe on this video, it tells YouTube that you like this content, and that means they share it with more people. Okay? And really, after all, that is the goal, to help injured people, whether you hire me as your attorney or not. I will tell you, the vast majority of people who watch my videos say kind words, ask questions, even if they call with a consultation, most don't become my clients, right? Most of them have a case or they just have a question. It's perfectly okay. You can call me at any time. Last thing is, if you enjoy the Case Cash Calculator, the Good Case Calculator, my injury cheat sheet, my over 300 videos, and the information I provide to injured people for free, there's a way that you can say thank you, and I would really appreciate it. It would really help me out a lot. Very competitive market. If you would not mind leaving me a 5-star review on Google, that would really help me out. Literally, you go to the link that's in the description. It takes you right to the page. You click 5 stars, say a kind word, hit submit. Literally takes you 5 or 10 seconds, but it is an invaluable favor to me that I will always appreciate and never forget. And it really helps people see what kind of person I am, what I'm offering to injured people, and that I'm a legit person. Not one of these big advertisers who's never been to court and does not give a fiddler's fart about injured people, because I really do. So anyway, if you wouldn't mind doing that, it would really help me out. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, that's cool. We can still be friends, use my tools, get my injury cheat sheet, watch my videos. Happy to shoot you a custom video. Short of that, if there's anything I can do for you or your family, please give me a call anytime, night or day, 312 500 4500. And that's that, folks. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you and the family are well. Take care.